Can you see that far? Even with your glasses?
I can now. I'm that close. What am I supposed to be looking at?
I don't know. I can't really make out what they're saying.
I think just talk.
Hi, guys. All I see is hearts.
Lots of hearts. Lots of hearts. There's lots of them. Aw. You're getting tons of hearts. Oh my God, look at them. They're blowing up.
There's a lot of hearts.
They're blowing up.
Hi, guys. I just wanted to come on and say thank you for all the donations. My team let me know you guys were donating. Amelia is the one that set it up. I've never actually met her or talked to her yet, but it was really neat of her to do that. And Tanya for doing readings and taking donations. That was really nice of her too. I can't really make out what they're saying. I need to drink water.
They're just basically saying they've been thinking about you, and it's good to see you. They've been praying for you. Glad to see you're okay. They said, hi, Christina. Hope you're doing all right. So happy to see you. So basically, that's the gist of what they're saying.
Thanks, guys.
They're just happy to see you.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do a live, but when I want to do it, I'm just too tired. And I can't really look at screens like TV. You know, it gets boring after a while, and you want to watch TV, but then after a while, I can't watch the TV for very long.
Because she's not really allowed to be in front of a TV or any kind of device, so for long periods of time.
So I get dizzy, or I'll get lightheaded and things like that. But I wanted to come on and thank everybody for the donations and the messages coming through. You guys have been really amazing. It's been overwhelming. Like, we wanted to talk about the car accident a little bit.
She's wearing the sunglasses because of her concussion, and she's really not to be in front of a phone or a TV or a computer because of the bright light, because of her concussion. So that's why she's been wearing sunglasses.
Yeah, I can't. Immediately I'll get a migraine or a really bad headache.
Yeah.
And I've been getting really lightheaded. If I sit up for too long, I get really lightheaded.
They're just saying hi, they're sorry that happened to you, and they're praying for you. Love, light, prayers, healing. So it's pretty much the consensus of what they're saying.
So I kind of wanted to talk about the accident. I know a lot of people have been mentioning the live feed where I had said where I came in is how I'll leave. I had a lot of people mention that.
Did they?
Yeah, that they remember. I had forgotten I had said that actually, but yes, that is the way I was supposed to leave. I had decided last minute to not leave by looking in the rear view. How do I want to do this? I was sitting, okay, I'll take it from this way if I'm looking at you guys. So I was sitting at a light that you turn left to go onto a pedestrian street, and the roads this way were a highway. It was going up to a highway. And I was sitting to make a left, and there was semi-truck coming down this way, and I was waiting for it to go, and you know how you kind of just inch and inch until you wait for it to go. So I'm kind of slowly inching because I had the right of way to go after he passed, but the vehicle behind me was supposed to be going up the highway past me because I'm in the turning left lane, and he would have went straight. And I last minute made the decision to stay by looking in the rear view, tensing up and hitting my brake, to which he was supposed to go straight. He didn't go straight. He veered off and hit me and slammed me and pushed me up. Had I not looked in the rear view, he would have hit me, and I would have came into oncoming traffic, and the semi-truck would have just taken me out. So by me making that last minute decision, I'm sitting here now with injuries. And Maria had said to me that by you making this decision, it's not, they call it the hero's decision, because had I let the semi truck just hit me and take me out, I wouldn't have any more to deal with. I wouldn't, other people would take on the mission. And I decided last minute to take on the difficulties of continuing. So now I'm still here doing it. And it's been overwhelming, and I've been crying a lot because I have new gifts that basically the 2009 accident that happened to me to bring me here, is happening all over again. And even in 2009, I was getting new gifts I didn't have before, which were very overwhelming. And now I'm getting new gifts that I didn't have before. Yesterday we were at the facility, and I'm sitting with Yvonne, and I said, I can see through that door. And she was like, I don't even know what you said.
I said, oh, that's interesting. That's interesting.
And I said,
and new.
I can see a desk here, like to the right-hand side, and I see an older gentleman. Sorry, I got a pain in my back. I see an older gentleman with, looks like one of those metal canes with like the spongy thing on the top, and he's going bald. And then I see a lady standing behind him with short brown curly hair, and she's kind of a little, overweight. And all of a sudden we can hear a man talking, and Yvonne just looks at me, and I look at her, and I was like, it'll be interesting to see what he looks like when he comes out.
And you did say, though, that the cane was curved and that there was cubbies behind the door.
Yeah.
There was, like, desks with cubbies. Well, he opened up.
Yeah, the door opened up, and he come out, and he had actually a walker. And from the angle I was seeing it, it looked like a cane, but it was actually one of those walkers with the spongies. And he come out, and she goes, well, he is going bald.
Yeah, he's definitely balding. Definitely's got that curved metal cane, and those cubbies are there.
That's new.
Like, wow, that's good.
And then last night I couldn't really sleep. I had, Maxie's the one that kind of noticed it first. We were all laying in bed, and I had just turned the TV off because I can't do TV for very long. My eyes start really bugging out, and I start getting a migraine and lightheaded. And there's a soldier with this big gun. It was flat black and thinned out, but he was kind of just standing there holding it, and he had what looked like green, different color green camo outfit on. And he was so solidified and real, I literally was going to lean in and tell Justin, there's a guy in our room with a gun. Like, I don't know what to do right now. I started kind of freaking out, like having a mini freak out. Like, what do I do? There's a guy in our room with a gun. Do I grab my gun? And I'm trying to go through all these scenarios. I can't get up fast enough because my body's still recovering from the injuries. And Maxie puts his head down. So I'm like, okay, I must be hallucinating from my injuries, because they said with concussions you can hallucinate and see some. So I'm thinking, okay, it's my concussion. I'm just gonna close my eyes, because I've never had apparitions solidify to the point where they look like real
people standing
there. You can somewhat see through them, and he was taking up the whole closet door basically, like there was no see-through, and so I'm laying there, and I kind of opened my eyes again, and all of a sudden the room is engulfed in flames. Like the curtains were on flame, the metal on the TV was bending and melting and doing all this stuff, and the only reason I didn't freak out was because I didn't see smoke, I didn't smell smoke, so I'm again thinking I'm hallucinating. So I'm like, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. So I'm trying to talk myself down, and I put my headphones in, and I started calming down and going to sleep. Well, I was sitting here tonight with Justin and Yvonne, and I told, I was like, Yvonne, I broke down again, and I said, I feel like I'm going crazy. I don't know what is reality, what's the concussion. And she goes, well, tell me what you saw. And I told her, and I said, well, he's here now, so if you want to ask him a question. Well, he kept showing me 76, and I kept hearing a baby cry, so I was chalking it up as, is that it's a man that has a baby, there's something with 76, not 75, 76. Why did I say 75? That's weird. 76. And I drew the machine I saw, and as I'm talking to her, before he had come in, as I was telling her what was going on, I could see these helicopter up above my brim of my glasses here. I could look up and see helicopter wings going, and then suddenly somebody blocked out my light that's over here, this light right there. Somebody stood there and blocked out the light, and I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm going nuts even just talking to you right now about it. And then all of a sudden he come in, and he was standing there, and I'm like, well, you can ask him anything because he's standing there now. So she thinks it's you. Well, you can tell him.
I told her, I said, well, he's here for a reason, and he's here for someone. And I said, Christina nor Justin knew of anyone that that had that happen to. So I right away thought of my son-in-law. He had two friends that were in the same helicopter that crashed in Afghanistan. They were two of his best friends. And that's the only two that I could think of. So I called my son-in-law, and he does fly Apaches and Blackhawks. And we gave him the numbers, and it didn't really attribute to their copter crashing and them both dying. And then I gave my son-in-law the numbers of the either the Apache or the Blackhawk, and here it's one of the ones that he flies.
And he's supposed to fly out Wednesday to do a test. I don't know what you call it.
A test run on one of them.
And the gun that I gave him, or that I drew out. I had actually drew. Here, wait.
Here, I can grab it.
It's on the prescriptions. But I drew it out, and I kept hearing this AR-15. Well, that's the gun that they're going to be using on this test run on Wednesday. And I started picking up that was the guy that one of his buddies that passed was giving me a heads up that plane was not going to make it on Wednesday, that it was going to, something's going to happen, and it would be in flames and go down.
And they kept showing that this person, this person who's going to perish in this has a baby, and he and my daughter have a little girl together. So yeah.
Well, I don't know. I'm just going to see where these gifts are going. Usually I don't get, I usually get global predictions, not like close, intimate ones like that on a basis like this.
That was the first with something so like that.
Yeah. So it's been a doozy of a, it's not even been a full week, and it's been, So I have a lot of injuries. I'm just trying to get over. The body's just taking its time to get healed, and I haven't been able to do really anything like work related or write my book or anything, even though it's floating up in there.
It's still
going. But they're gonna be doing tests to see how bad the concussion is.
Some more an MRI.
And I have an MRI I have to get done. That's not going to be fun. My doctor wants me to.
Yes.
Because I don't like being encapsulated in a.
That's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting.
But I know that there's changes coming. The day the accident happened, I was hoping that the snow was really bad and I didn't have to go in. Even though we had all these orders, just something kept telling me I shouldn't be going in. I think I even texted you, like, you were like, oh, the roads are fine. I'm like, ugh. I even put UGH in the text message because I'm like, oh, that means I gotta go in. And I really just wanted to sit and work on the book really bad. But as I was leaving, and we had some issues upstairs with Vader and Maxie, so that kind of delayed me. And then I was getting ready to get my shoes on, and the TV goes on by itself. And I'm texting Yvonne. I'm like, I'm telling you, somebody does not want me leaving the house. The TV just went on. Like, I have proof. Like, I text messaged her before I left the house saying that. And she's like, well, we'll just get these orders out. We'll make it real quick and get it done so you can go back home and work on your book. So I stopped for Subway, and I know the accident happened to put me on a different path. A lot of things are going to be changing. I know that. And I've been feeling it for a while. I think that's why I've been backing off readings and just doing them here and there. I just don't. I don't think I'm not progressing like I should have been. And I think anytime you're not on the right, I wouldn't say the right path, but maybe you're not progressing fast enough, something's going to slam you back into the position you're supposed to be in. And I know that somebody came in with me because after the accident, my head's starting to hurt, but after the accident happened, Yvonne said she got a call from me telling her to come get me. And I don't recall calling her. I remember coming to. The last thing I remember is hitting my head, slamming my head back. It almost felt like I got decapitated, like my head hurt that bad, hitting the back of the seat. Because he hit me at a real high rate of speed because he was supposed to be going up the highway. Instead, he veered off and hit me. But the phone was in my hand, and I could hear Yvonne, and I'm looking around for her, and I'm like, wait, what's happening right now? And then it dawned on me that, the accident happened. Why is Yvonne on my phone? Why isn't 911 on my phone? Why would I be calling Yvonne? What happened? So you said when you heard me, I was almost like I was in another realm. So what I think happened was my soul called her and my soul was telling her to come get me. In case I wasn't coming back to the body, or I decided not to come back to the body, she would be there to take charge of what happened. But I decided to I came back, the decision. But, there was one part in the hospital I do remember. I don't know if you were talking to me. I just remember you being here. Mm-hmm. Somebody was standing next to you. And I was doing this because I thought my guts were out of my stomach. Because when Maria showed me the semi-truck actually hitting me, had I not looked in the mirror, I would have been unrecognizable. Like, I remember seeing my guts out, my face was all mangled. The only way they would have figured out who I was my license and registration dental. Or something, or dental, yeah. just listening.
Do you remember your decision to come back? Did you change your soul contract to stay here?
Yeah, I would have. Because had I not looked in the mirror, that was the decisioning factor. Had I not looked in the rear view, I wouldn't be here. So I believe in the last second I decided just to stay. I do know that there was a meeting. You guys have to figure within a matter of a second is the time here, but there could have been a meeting going on, which I do believe happened. There was a meeting that happened, and the meeting went on and on and on. But you have to figure the seconds here don't equivalate. Like, it's hard to wrap in your head that, I could have been my soul was in a meeting, and then in that split second I said, okay, I'll stay, and then I decide in that split second to look in the mirror. So that was the decisioning factor, to stay. I know I didn't come alone. There's someone with me by the name of Nefertari. That's how she says her name. She's galactic. She talks about Egypt a lot with me, which makes me feel like she had some kind of Egyptian life as a galactic when all of that began and created itself. And man, she keeps messing with my nose.
They want to know if you blacked out at any point during when I was there. You didn't.
I did initially.
Yes, but once I got there, I
was in and out of the hospital.
Oh, yes, you were in and out of the hospital the whole time. You were coming in and out all the time. Yeah. Is she your new guide? Somebody wants to know. No.
Yeah. We do have her on camera coming in. Yvonne was taking pictures of the scene for the car insurance company. Mm-hmm. And my team can post it later. But there's a picture of an officer. He was behind my car writing something. And there's nothing on him for like four photo shots. And then I think it was either the last one or the next to the last one. There's 2 strikes, white strikes across his shoulder. And that's 2 souls. That would have been me and whoever that was coming back in.
Yes.
Oh, and then Michael is on my pictures as well. He would have been standing in front of my car, and we got his face on my trunk because my trunk was slammed up and it was hinged upward. So his face actually reflects off him standing in front of my car.
Somebody wants to know what happened to the driver that hit you. Are they okay? Well, yes and no.
I can't talk about it too much. No. According to my attorney.
Yeah.
All I know is he was. Yvonne said he was handcuffed at the scene because he had a warrant out for his arrest, and he seemed to be on something at the scene. He wasn't acting right.
Yeah.
I just remember looking in the rear view and seeing him coming so fast, and there was no way of getting out of it. I didn't have any time.
They want to know how you feel having a new spirit guide.
Honestly, I have to be honest, all this is really unsettling. I know it's going to be a long haul for me, but my readings are going to be changing. They feel more intense.
In depth?
Yeah, in depth. I can't really explain it. And they did warn me that there's going to be people that are going to try to come in and take my followers or blind my followers from me, and the ones that see them for who they are the true followers. It's almost like you guys are going to be tested as well. So you have to watch for who's going to try to do, like we just had an example of it today in the shop. I wasn't there, but I got a call from my daughter something was going on at the shop. Some girl was trying to, she's into seances and Ouija boards, and she's asking how to run my business. And I'm like, oh, great, it's starting already. So I guess I have to get a footing on that. I have to watch for the dark ones that are going to try to mask and pretend to have abilities, and you guys are going to be tested on, on your faith. I want to say thank you to Tammy Webb. She's been posting some things, to try to get people to donate, and I do appreciate it. I am not working right now, and I don't know how long that will be. So it does come in handy, It's not going to be at a loss. I do appreciate it. I wasn't even actually expecting that, so that's obviously something that Maria had put into, how do I want to say that? Put into motion, I guess, to help me to get back on my feet. I'm not used to people helping me out. Because I really don't know how to take it all in. I'm used to doing that for you guys, us doing charity work and, us helping you guys. So to have it come back to me, it's
humbling.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how to thank you. I just don't know how to, I'm not used to people being that.
Nice. Yeah. They want to know what crystals you're holding. Do tell them so they...
I can't see this one.
Tiger's eye or mookaite. That looks like mookaite.
I think that one's tiger's. I do see shiny something, so that would be tiger's eye. With a concussion, you want to take stones for your crown chakra and your root chakra. So your crown, you're going to want to do like fluorite, clear quartz, or amethyst, because the fuzziness needs healing. And then you want to ground yourself, because with concussions you can tend to be clumsy, trip, fall, and with the panic attacks and feeling fuzzy, you want to ground yourself. So I have, you can use garnet, red jasper, black tourmaline, but I have hematite and tiger's eye to ground me, and fluorite and amethyst to kind of heal what's going on with my head.
So they want to know where you go from here. One step at a time, one day at a time.
I am looking forward to getting back to readings, because it'll be interesting to see how a reading is done now. Things are just very, very intense and different for me now. It's overwhelming and unsettling, because I don't know. I'm used to being in control and knowing what's gonna happen next. And now it's like opening up Pandora's box and kind of just
adjusting to a new way of doing it.
Yeah. I mean, this happened in 2009 when I started hearing people's thoughts, and I shut that down because I feel like it's an invasion of privacy. So I don't do that unless I feel like I'm in danger or somebody else is in danger. But when it first happened to me at Walmart, I shut down and I stayed in my house for 2 years. Those gifts were a little too overwhelming all at once to me. Ooh, okay. No, I just got like a huge jolt go down my leg. It's those spasms.
Baby steps. That's right. That's what we're doing. We're just going in baby steps. Let me see. They're just saying you got this. They're just giving you all words of encouragement.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah. So.
Yep. So, yeah, the accident happened for a reason. I just gotta go with the... I just feel like I'm at a higher...
Frequency.
Something. I'm just higher, I guess. And the new soul that's with me, Nefertari, she's very... I can tell when she comes in and talks because she's very like your emotions here would refer to it as anger or frustration or bluntness, but where she comes from, it's not called that. It's just it is. Like I give you an example. Justin's been amazing. He's been there for me and taking care of me, and just the one day I had words with him, and it was like I'm stepping outside watching it all happen, and I'm upset because I don't normally treat him that way, but it was just like him getting scolded by a mother and she wasn't very happy about it, I guess, what he had did, but normally I would chuck it up as that's just Justin. So you know what I mean, I just go with the flow, where she was just like kind of scolding him and putting him in his place, and he slept on the couch the whole night and I felt horrible, and I came down and got him at 6:30 in the morning. It was like, come up to bed, and I apologized for what she had done, and I can't explain it to him because he doesn't understand a lot of this stuff. So it's going with the flow, and we sat here and talked to him tonight about a lot of what's been going on and what's going to happen, and getting him on board with it all. And he says there's never a dull moment. Maxie totally took your spot. That's hysterical. Come here, Bubby.
Come on.
Here, I'll put him on my lap. Come here, Bubba.
You took my spot.
He come see the mama. There you go. So, it'll be interesting having her around. and I say her, but I don't sense a gender with her. She doesn't come off like female or masculine. It's more like a blending of an,
like a bi-gender.
Yeah, but it's almost like they don't have a gender. It's just
right.
It's hard to get words put into, and I hate to call her an it. I feel it's disrespectful, but she's just very, she doesn't beat around the bush, I can tell you that. And she's been talking to me about, some of the stuff that goes on the pages, and, and we deal with it, if somebody's being negative, we, hit block, or, we remove it, and it's like a boss that says, okay, this has gone on long enough. That's enough. Enough is enough. And I'm more of the, how do I explain it? Yvonne likes her. Go figure. Somebody does. Apparently Justin doesn't.
Until she yelled at me.
I honestly think that might be who you were dealing with in the hospital when I wasn't there, because you said, what did you say? I can't remember. There was a point in the hospital.
Yeah, there was a point in the hospital. You would just look at me and turn your head, and I'm like, "Oh, okay. Like, what did I do? I'm just sitting here minding my own business." And I could tell it was someone that was very just, I don't want to say stern, but just, yeah, like, I don't know. I don't even have the word for it. I knew that wasn't you. I'm like, okay.
She makes me feel like snap out of dum-dum mode. Like, it's like I had enough. Let's get on with it. Like, I can't explain it. I can't get words to it. She's just, it's not bossy. It's not leadership. It's just
stringent. She's very stringent in the way she wants things done.
Mm-hmm. And she definitely is to the point. Like, she doesn't hold back. Like, there's no like finessing. What comes out of her energy. She's definitely, I wouldn't say she's not positive, because it's positive in the way she's trying to do it, but she's definitely, I don't think she's ever really fully been human, even though she's dealt with Egyptian. But I think when it comes to Egypt, she's more of, I was here for that creation. That's what I get from her. Not so much like she was ever a human. Man, people are writing a lot, but I can't make out what they're saying, though.
Assertive. no nonsense, firm. Yes,
Yeah.
that's what she is.
Like, she's
Yeah.
not real big on somebody being full of themselves. Like, there was a couple comments that were shown to me, and I could hear her in the background going, yeah, enough is enough. Or, like, take your ego that way. And I'm like, how do you tell somebody that? In the nicest possible way. Yeah. She just, it's, to her, it's, you're here for the message, take the message, learn from it, and don't baby yourself with it, is what I keep getting from her. Is, you know, you're here to learn it like you should, and don't baby it. Just absorb it and use it. Don't go, oh, okay, I learned this today, and then put it aside. You know, it's kind of like somebody that goes to church and they're nice that day, but then the next day they go right back to being themselves. I think that's her point, is
You gotta do it every day.
you have to practice what is being taught every day and put it into practice. And I think that's where she's getting that, okay, that's it, let's move on. Like, if you're not going to absorb it and use it every day, then why are you here, is kind of what I get from her. She really wants you guys to, from what I gather from her, is to don't let it go in one ear and out the other. There's, you know, I practically risked coming back, and I'm not doing it just, you know, for, I don't know how to explain it. I don't want to waste my time doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I get what she's getting with that. You know, I know where she's going with that. But yeah, she's very, it's going to be adjustment being around her. Maria's stern, but she's not like her. Like, Maria's like that, you know, loving, stern.
They're all liking her so far. They're liking
great.
the idea.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you guys will get to talk to her at some point.
Yeah, they're basically just talking about her, you know, saying, oh, that's so many words.
I mean, she's here now if you wanted to ask her something. I mean, hasn't left my side since, well, 2 days ago, or a day ago, when I started feeling her. I started feeling her before that, but I didn't have a name to her yet. I just felt off. Like, I felt something was off.
And it was her that you were feeling.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, I could probably go as far as saying I think that she might have been talking to me before the accident, because anytime I was doing the book, I was hearing that stern tone, and I just thought it was Maria being stern with me, and I really do think it might have been her.
Like a mother with a child.
But I do believe she ended up coming in
During the accident.
I bet, can you pull that up on your phone?
What, honey?
That picture.
Which one? Oh,
The
that one?
officer, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I can.
Yeah, her name is really pretty. I've never heard of her name before. It's very different. Now, the way she was spelling it, I said, so you say it, and that's what I said, so your name's Nefertari? Like, Nefertari? Like, I think she got, like, annoyed with me. She's like, Nefertari. I'm like, oh.
Get it
boy.
right, Christina, all right?
I was like, oh, that's nice. That's pretty. Okay. Do you have a picture of before?
Oh, do we show the before?
Yeah, before.
Oh, gosh, okay.
Can I do that? Okay, so
here's the before. Where his patch is at. My phone's different.
Okay, so there's the officer. You can see there's nothing on his...
Where his patch is at, look right there, you see?
That's where you want to look.
And I have several of those pictures of him in that picture like that. I have several of them. And then the very last one that I took,
And now you can see
See?
the two.
Now
It looks like two souls coming in because they're split in half. So that would be me and her coming back in. We were heading right to the car.
I had 3 pictures of him before that with nothing, and then the last picture I took, I snapped, that was on there. Do we shoot again?
Yeah, you can. Oh, wow. Hold on.
I don't know if you guys can see it. Do you see that? See the light? Then see the, like, above the light you can see, I don't know, see the gray piece right there? The gray?
Can't show my car.
What's the matter?
Can't show the back of my car because the car insurance.
Okay. So. Wow, that's awesome, amazing. Okay, do you just want to continue?
I just need to adjust. I can't see. Ah, did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it. That was a nice little crack.
Maxie, you're making me sweat, dude.
You want to know about the trunk of the car with Michael? Do you just want to show them?
Oh, yeah, you could show that. Just let me look at it before you show it.
Yeah, I will.
I can't show certain pictures. We're still in dealings with the car insurance and the attorneys. Well, my attorney, at least.
Bear with me because of my phone. Okay. Okay. Just let me know when you want to. Now, don't push yourself because you know what's going to happen if you do.
Yeah.
Okay, let me find it. Why can't I find it? Is it? Yeah, here it is. Here.
That's the farthest it goes.
That's it.
Alright. Okay, so he's directly below in the trunk area. Directly below the guy in the yellow cap. You can see his face right in the trunk area. He's standing right below the guy with the yellow cap.
It's the blue and yellow, the blue and white.
What are they saying? I can't see.
Oh, let's see here. Could we please speak with her? Does she have a? Oh my God.
Speak to who?
They want to speak to her if she has a message. No exertion. Blessings and healing. They want to know if they could.
What's that?
Rena's always with her.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I just saw butterflies yesterday when I went for a test.
I hope you're okay and heal fast. You need to go rest and do this again later. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, my back's starting to hurt.
Yeah,
I can't sit like this.
Yeah,
for
it's
very
time.
long.
I think that was long enough. Yeah.
Two.
Yep, that means it's time.
Alright, guys. We'll talk more. If you guys have questions, maybe somebody can throw up a post and you guys can ask a bunch of questions if you like about Nefertari and Maria or whatever, the accident.
And then we can answer them. You can answer me.
On the next one.
Yeah.
Just when I'm feeling up to it. This is the first I've like actually sat up this long. Besides yesterday, but I had to get tests done, so. But alright guys, I love you.
We'll see you guys soon.